a long and lonely road. Oh, how I love the ride. Time goes by, I feel so heavy. 2 times, way too many, and I'll go again. Baby, I'll go again. My mind's about to blow. It's taking all control. This ride goes on and on. And on and on and on. I can't keep holding on forever. On and on forever.
You know I like it in the moment. Your conversations got me caught up, I'll be honest. I know you hate it, but you're scared of being lonely. You roll the dice, now we reach a nightfall, repeating the cycles.
Time goes by, I feel so heavy. 2 times, way too many, and I'll go again. Baby, I'll go again. Time goes by, I feel so heavy. 2 times, way too many, and I'll go again. Baby, I'll go again. My mind's about to blow. It's taking all control. This ride goes on and on. And on and on and on. I can't keep holding on forever. On and on forever.
Welcome, and thank you for joining me. It is round 2 of season 18 here at ORL GT Americas, and we are at the Temple of Speed, which should make for some very exciting racing. Qualifying has just started. The drivers are still on their outlaps right now, so we have not missed a thing. Currently, we're following a league owner, co-owner, I guess we'd say, Richard Harknett, in his GT4. The GT4s will be doing their qualifying first. Should be all the cars on track right now. He is just coming around the final corner, so perfect timing. We'll get to watch him start his lap and set the first time, hopefully, as long as he can keep it within the limits. I do believe it's supposed to be a completely dry race. Doesn't look terribly sunny out today. But nonetheless, conditions should be great for racing. Oh, and as I say that, we see Richard miss the first chicane through a barrier. He's going to have to abort the lap. Let me pull this down. So just behind him, we have, I believe, I want to say it's Zach. Zach Schneider. Yep, Zach Schneider. In the Noobs Are Us McLaren. Freaking awesome livery. I know I said that a ton last week. I'll probably say it a ton this entire season. That livery is sweet. And there's so many of them. Looks like he is still on a valid lap. So this will be our first bar to measure the rest of the drivers off of. Man, it looks like they're going kind of slow from these camera angles. I gotta think that's going to be invalid. Actually, I think he's good there, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me check my. I think he's still good. Definitely gonna cause him heaps of time there, getting a little squirrely like that. That is a tough corner. And here we come into the really high speed, right to lefters, or I think it's left. Yeah, left to right to left. That inspired the S's at Kota. And you can see those the other two drivers really on each other, putting a lot of faith in each other in the background there. Maybe though, just maybe they're trying to give each other a slingshot down that straight. But Zach now about to cross the start-finish line. Let's see what he can come up with. A 1:57.5, but it wasn't validated on that corner, it looks like. So James Boone is going to be our pole position for the time being, but Kyle Banning quickly swoops that from him. Let's hop on board with the last car here. We've got Rob. Oh, Rob's fast too, so this will be a good. Is that the Alpine? That is the Alpine. That's a crazy livery too. It reminds me of the Cars in the Cat in the Hat movie. I almost said Dr. Seuss movie. I guess it is a Dr. Seuss movie, but the Cat in the Hat movie. And Rob only good enough for fourth. 7/10 off that pole time set by Carl Banning. I'm sorry. And let's see here. This should be, it is Richard. Let's see what Richard can get. He was out in the first run with an invalid lap. Certainly will be looking to redeem himself. Running a little wide there, but I'm pretty sure he's fine track limits wise. While we're watching this, so for last week, Nicholas Menendez, who is currently sitting in P14, so it looks like he doesn't have a time up on the board, took pole in the GT4s. Chase Jones came in second place, and Zach Schneider came in third place. And Richard gets a time up there, good enough for sixth place. He's going to be 1.4 seconds off pole until it gets absolutely shattered by Zach Schneider. And with a 1:57.2, so that's nearly a second better than the previous time, as Richard has a hard time with that chicane again. Here we see the Porsches giving each other a little bit of slipstream. Maybe those are both just some awesome liveries. Holy crap. I love Dean's. I know I said that, but who's behind Dean? in the Porsche is what I'm trying to figure out, so we can give them their credit. It's definitely not Chase Jones. I think it's Malot. All right, currently on board with Nicholas Menendez. He's 1/10 up on his best time, but he is nearly 5/10 back from that pole position. He's on the front row currently. Notable Carl Banning, also 3/10 up, so we'll keep an eye on him as well. But he's over a second adrift from pole currently. I believe that's who we see in the Camaro. Doing a little sliding in the background there. Still just 3/10 up, so he needs to find some time in this final corner. It's definitely possible with the way this corner is. Well, it just depends on how perfect you got it in your last attempt. He's gaining it. He's 4/10 up now. Oh, it's going to be close as he comes across the line. See him taking the shortest line possible, and it's down to just over a 1/10. Juan Diaz about to cross the line. He's able to improve, but not enough. So he'll take P3, and that's going to be it for the GT4s. Now it's on to our rookie GT3s. Is it rookie and dams? I think it's just rookies. And guys, if you're watching this, feel free in the chat to shout out a driver you want me to hop on board with. I'm happy to give them screen time. Get the standings for these guys up. So, last week, let me get my little, see if I can find everybody. I guess it's going to be hard. So, Wyatt Viator is going to be in this purple and white two-tone Ferrari. Came in first place. Well, if I can just find me, it's possible they're not here today. Ryan Bishop came in second is who I'm looking for. But I don't see him on track, so I don't think he is here today. And in third place came Shane Sullivan. Let's see if he's here today. Here he is. Still in the pits. Maybe he got a penalty? Or has a penalty? Maybe he's just waiting his time out. Or maybe he got moved up, but should be out on track as a rookie right now. Yeah, it is interesting. We should be getting the first time set, though. I luckily hopped on board with the correct man. Michael Cortez crosses the line with an invalid lap, so that's not going to work for him. Now we've got XL Carvalho. And I forgot the name of whoever came in first, but that's who's behind him. I remember that's his Ferrari, Viator. Getting a nice toe nearly the whole way. Carbario gets a time up there, but it is 2 seconds off of Viator's. How long has my mic been muted for? I hope I just tapped it while I was moving stuff around. Because that was a pretty exciting little stint there. Little battle there from the rookies. But Phil, is that the livery you're rocking? Just gloss black? I feel like there's no way, but I just updated Awesome Sim Racing, or all the liveries, so make sure you got it in there. Let's see here, though. We should be able to. Your Honda buddy is out, David Anthony. Oh my gosh, 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry if that ever happens again. You gotta let me know. This new mic is really sensitive, and it's like just the slightest tap mutes it. It's not a button, it's just a touch. So sometimes I mute it on accident when I move my mic. I'm always talking. Just pretty much assume I'm always talking. But yeah, I like this livery. Very, very Iron Man 2-y. All right. I'll just rotate my mic, I guess, so I can see that. The issue is it doesn't angle at me. I'll just have to make a conscious note. So we are on to the cream of the crop. This is going to be our pros and AMs on track now. And quite a few of them with, they're given, I think they go out at the 7-minute mark, but as you can see, by the time they get this first leg, get their outlap in, and get across the line, I think they only get one other shot. Tire management will for sure be key. Oh, and what am I doing? Silly me. Well, we're watching this unfold. So Cryo doesn't dethrone Viator on his first go around it. He's right there, but not able to get there. All right, but back to it though. Where'd that screen go? Can I just, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. For the AMs, currently in sitting in P1, being that we've only had 1 week going, is, oh, I just had him, and then his name jumped away as the order keeps sliding around with people getting their qualifying times in, so now I gotta find him again. Did he just disappear? It's Drew Jensen. P12. There he is. Drew Jensen, so he's in P12 overall right now after that first go around at it, but P1 in class. Robert Logan came in P2 last week with a nice recovery drive after a track limits violation. And Alan Romero sits in P3 for the rookies. I mean AMs, sorry. So those will be your AMs. And then for the pros, Tyler Carr, who is not here this week, is in finished P1. Levi Jennings finished P2, who is in the GTR right there on your screen. And Phil, who were following around at the beginning, finished P3. So good opportunity for Phil to rack up some points here, especially with Carr. No, looks like not in competition this week. And start that championship bid. Michael Moleda is our pole sitter currently with a 48.7. Who's currently improving right now? Justin Eiston, wild name. 3/10 up on his best as he gets ready to enter the final corner. Wait, no, I'm on the red car. Never mind. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong car on map. Or on track. Here we go. Good buddy of mine, great guy, this guy. Chad, currently 3/10 up. He's in P8 right now. 3/10 would move him up a couple spots, though, if you could get it. Would bring him right there to the back of the pro grid, which is at least where he's hoping to be. We follow him around the final corner, gets a little squirrely, has to fight the car. Looks like he's keeping the time though. And he moves up to P6 as we run out of time now. Let's follow the rest of them in. So here's Iceton, who's going to be followed by quite a few cars. So Iceton's going to jump up to P3 and get dethroned by a couple of cars as they cross the line. Here's Robert Logan coming across the line. He moves up to P9 from P11. Great final lap from Robert. Drew Jensen, who's in competition with Robert, definitely currently for the championship right now. Going to be looking to get up there. Let's see what he can bring. And he does, but not close enough. Only P12. And I will be right back, guys, after intermission with the grid walk. All right, made sure I unmuted myself. Where's the start button? Let's get this grid walk underway, you guys. All right. So, oh, I guess it's going first to last anyway. Up at the front, Phil Cryo with a fabulous pole lap from him. Michael Mileto going to be nipping at his heels in P2. Shane Dodger with an awesome livery sitting in P3 in that Audi. Levi Jennings in P4 looking to make sure Cryo can't get too far ahead from in the championship. Lustin Eiston, I'm sorry, I think I've been saying Justin the whole time, in P5. Chad McLean up to P6. Way to go, buddy. Alan Romero sitting in P7 and I believe P1 in class. Wyatt Viator also P1 in their class, but P8 overall. Robert Logan P2 in class, gonna make sure he can stay right there with Romero, sitting in P9 overall. Michael Cortez P10, I believe P2 in class. Devin Anthony sitting in P11. I know you got some buddies in the chat. Drew Jensen sitting in P12. Aguedo Martinez sitting in P13 in the BMW with Kyle White in P14, also in a BMW. Ryan Chanley is going to be in P15 in his Aston Martin with Tim Gargle some water in P16. This is such a crazy name. There's got to be a story behind it. I'd love to hear it. Exel Carvalho sitting in P17 and Jose Saro sitting in P18. Zach Schneider in P19, but first in class for the GT4s. Nicholas Menendez staying right there with them in P2 in class, P20 overall. Juan Diaz going to be in P21. Carl Banning going to be in P22 in that Camaro GT4. James Casaboon in P23, also in a Camaro in that Noobs R Us livery I love so much. Dean Solomon in another livery I love so much, sitting in P24. Rob Abrokta sitting in P25 in the Alpine. Robbie Sorta Asian in P26 in the Alpine. Maybe that's just where Alpine's got to be. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Richard Hargnet's in P27 in his Aston Martin. John Millot with an awesome livery sitting in P28. Nicholas Woods P29 with a pretty awesome livery as well. Chase Jones with no livery sitting in P30. Jean-Francois Drapeau, I have no idea if I said that correctly, sitting in P31. Shane Sullivan sitting in P32. Josh Rodriguez looking to be starting from the pits. And Adam Taraj also starting from the pits. I timed that out pretty well, I'd say. So we jump up to, it's not time. I don't know if I like Helicam for this start. But they've got the hurry up. They're going side by side. It's time to get ready to go racing, guys. Here at the Temple of Speed in Italy. Let's go. Got some awesome liveries on the grid. Guys, if your livery is not loading properly, I am drawing a blank for what the file type is, but there's one particular file type that's probably just not uploaded there. Reach out to any of the staff. We'd be happy to help you. But yeah, just double check it in Awesome Sim Racing. I'm sure there's just an issue with one file, the DDS files. It's usually the DDS files. gonna switch to helicam now. As here we go, guys.
Green light, green light.
The green flag is waving and we are racing. And you can't even tell from the front too. They're as they were, almost identical starts it looks like. Cryo's got that inside line. You can see it bunching up a little further back. Cryo's gonna take it. We've got spinning going on already down in the background. More, 2 cars facing the wrong direction. Big pile up in the back. It's only 3 cars off as long as everybody rejoined. Another car. Oh, league owner turned around. It's as they were up front though. Why are we on Dash Pro? There we go. I don't know. It's really a toss-up. The race might be red flagged and restarted. Not seeing any message yet though. We need to keep it helicam, I think, while we have everybody so close together. We'll kind of run down the order. Looks like most of the battles are further back as a lot of the GT3s are really starting to spread themselves out already. It looks like your top, I believe, 6 are... Oh, wait, something has happened. Oh, no, the timing tower just is wrong. It's got Cryo in second on your tower, but he's still in... There it goes. It updates correctly. Viator is in the purple and white Ferrari, currently holding up these Oh, and we've got a spin there from Robert Logan. Oh no, Robert. Can I get him in time? He's trying to get the car turned around. He tried to, but unfortunately spun it too far around, and now he's got to sit for the entire grid to get by him. That is gut-wrenching for the lad. Elsewhere on track. What have we got? We've got a big train of cars coming in the Parabolica. These are 2 GT4s and that's a GT3. Should be a slam dunk for him. And it is. Further up the grid, we've got some side-by-side action of Kyle White and Gargle some water. Oh, and there's your boy, Devin, in the Honda. Some fancy-looking formation driving as Devin tries to fight his way around. Battling with Kyle White. Kyle unable to shut the door, and Devin gets through. Good move by both drivers, Devin and Tim. Further up at the front, things are kind of getting a little closer. It looks like Moleda is certainly not letting Cryo get away from him, and all those penalties. Well, then now there might be a couple of them, but the majority of them are going to be success penalties. So, first, second, and third in class get a 15, 10, and 5-second penalty respectively. Kind of make it a bit more of a fight over the championship. We got 3 cars. Oh, I should be on board with the guys in front. Let's just hop up the helicam. This will probably catch something. Looking to rejoin safely, and he does. Oh, that was close. That was close. Minor avoiding action, maybe, but I mean, I'd call that a safe rejoin. He was far enough ahead. It wasn't much of an issue. Let's hop up front. The battle is getting even closer now. Oh, it looks like Cryo got a good exit there. I wish I could just park a camera on the chicane and watch everybody come through. Let's see what we've got going on here. Oh, that's a GT3 and a GT4. Some side-by-side action here. But it's going to be, again, a GT3 on a GT4. As we try and find, we're just going to stay on board here with these guys for a couple laps. Moleda really doing a good job of not letting Cryo get away. And Jennings is right there, sneaking up. Jennings started in P4, so he's gained a spot already. And Jennings and Cryo are in the championship top 3 right now. I believe Jennings is second and Cryo is 2, or it might be the other way around. Things just kind of ebbing and flowing, it looks like, between these two, as Moleda might catch up a little bit, and then Cryo seems to be pulling away this lap for the most part. Let's hop on board. Here we go. Devin, it looks like, just overtook Tim. Goggles and water, so another position gain for Devin Anthony. He's now in the top 10. Got some more battling just in front of him as well. That is the one kind of issue with Monza, I would say, is the races can get like this, where no one's really able to make much of a move, as we see just another GT3 on GT4 happening. Oh, that's GT3 on GT3 action. Ooh, and it causes a collision. Ooh, a big collision. For Chase Jones. I'm not sure. Let's get that back again. So that McLaren's coming from a ways back. Then that must be a GT4? Is that a GT4? It must be a GT4 Mercedes. They look very similar, and he kind of cuts him off. I mean, he definitely had to. Oh my gosh! That other Porsche. Holy crap, what happened there? The brakes fail? Yeah, that's definitely a GT4 Mercedes, though. So the GT4s, I think, might be where the action is going to be at. There's an awesome livery on that GT3 McLaren, but they are struggling today, it appears. So he tries to negotiate through the GT4s before they come into the S's. Oh, this is dangerous. And he's just not picking his battles appropriately. He bumps another driver off the road. That one, I'm sure, will result in a penalty. Who are we on board with right now? It's not Chase. Michael Cortez, who had a pretty good qualifying, so that's unfortunate to see. Chad McLean, kind of having a race of his own. I guess he's under a little bit of threat from Ice Tin behind him, but he's gained a position. He's in P5 now. So well done, Chad. Looks like the gap out front is just under a second now. Looks like we might have some action here between Tourage and Saro. Saro does have a 15-second penalty. And Tourage is a pro driver versus Saro's a rookie. So you would expect this to be a pretty much slam dunk move. No. If Saro has a 15-second penalty, he at least came in first. So he's a competent rookie. And he has every right to defend his line like he's doing. Does not have to give up the position. It's not a blue flag. So it's 100% on Tourage to find a way through. Interesting to see, though. Let's see. I mean, I guess Saro's not winning his class right now, so he definitely doesn't want to sacrifice any time as Tourage. Oh, wow, what a poor camera cut there. Able to save it. It looked like he might lose it there and go into the wall. But Tourage can not find the pace where it's needed to get past. Sorrow in front of him. Devin Anthony sitting in P10. Kyle White coming behind him. Kyle White was a winner last week, so you know Kyle White has the skill.
Window is opening.
Pit window just opened, so strategies should start to diverge here. And Kyle White is all over the back of Devin Anthony, but Devin Anthony gets a pretty good escape there as Kyle takes a little bit too much of that curb. Unsettles his car just a little bit. We're actually going to have to hop further up as a battle for... Oh my gosh. Jennings has taken P2 in the race. Moleda now back to P3, but it looks like Moleda is not giving it up easy and trying to get it back. So we watch him through the parabolica here. Moleda, though, drifting. Drifting back, it looks like. Could an early pit maybe save him? Nope. It's definitely not time yet. And there's a car off track. It is Tourage. Let's see if we can get a replay of what happened. So he was able to get past the rookie in front of him. Oh, yep. Classic. That corner will catch you out like that any time. You got to be on it every time in that corner. Lots of cars coming in, and oh, we get back just in time to see. Oh, we're gonna have to run this one back. Oh my gosh, what just happened? What just happened? Here we go. So this is the replay. They are nearly 4 wide coming into here. Let's get some better camera angles. Devin Anthony able to fend him off. Everybody kind of as they were. Wow. You would have thought for sure something would have happened there, but nothing happened. Nothing came of that. Crazy. What else do we have? It's really right here between these two is Kyle White's already back on the bumper. Kind of seems like that BMW's got that Honda down the straights, but the Honda's doing a great job on corner entry and exit. As we can see an Aston Martin really getting squirrely in the background there, really pushing that car to try and catch up with Gargle some water in front of him. Just saves it. All right, let's see. Is there much of a slipstream going on? He's definitely gaining down this straight. As he moves to the inside. It's a battle of on the brakes now. Kyle White looking with a good exit here, but Devin an even greater exit. Now going to try to sling it around the outside, but going to run out of room as they come into the next corner here. And Kyle's smart to take to the inside there. I mean, he's there. Not like you're going to be able to make a move really there. Kind of run out of room. But Devin now falling under fire from Tim Gargle some water. Who, by the way, very, very well improved over the last 2-3 seasons that I've been watching you, Tim. Great job. And it looks like things have kind of fizzled out, but we've got Robert Logan, I'm gonna assume is the one making the overtake there, who has a 10-second penalty, but that's gonna be for his P2 finish. He gets the move done, but compromises his exit and immediately comes under fire. Able to shut the door on him there, though. Great work from Robert there on this recovery drive. Remember, he spun out and ended up at the back of the grid. right, and where is gonna be? It's really right here between these two. Oh, here we go. Further back. GT4 on GT4. Menendez trying to hold Casabun at bay. And Casabun really trusting Menendez on the braking there. Now, if I'm Casabun, I'm probably thinking I don't need to do anything. When I'm assuming that's got to be a GT3 behind them, right? No, that's a GT4. That's for sure a GT4. So this is a three-way battle unfolding in front of us. You know, you're thinking, I get Menendez in the pit stop for sure. But now he's coming under fire from this AMG behind him. He's gonna have to try and make a move on Menendez, I would think. And he does. And Menendez blows the braking corner. And my camera's on the wrong car. Oh, and I had it backwards. That was Casabun. Our timing table was backwards. Casabun in the Camaro and Menendez in the McLaren. Great bit of racecraft there. We've got a little bit of warning sign going on between these two as Devin Anthony has taken his pit stop already, so that's why he's so far back on the grid. Is trying to work his way back up through the GT4s. And here we've got Robert Logan again. I think these are yep, Robert Logan and Rodriguez. These two were going at it just a moment ago. Are back at it side by side coming into the Parabolica. And Rodriguez slanging it around the outside. Both drivers doing a great job of keeping it clean there, but you got Rodriguez is definitely going to get it there. Unfortunate for Robert, who's going to pull off to the inside and maybe make Rodriguez think about it, but nope. Robert, in the end, not able to get close enough. Big update on our leaders. Oh, it looks like P2 has pit. So, yep, Jennings is down there in P14. So keep an eye on Cryo and see when he enters the pit. And Robert and Rodriguez have caught up to Drapeau, who looks to be running with quite a bit of damage. As he runs wide and certainly going to get gobbled up by at least one of them. Rejoins the track a little bit sketchily. Maybe compromises Rodriguez a little bit, and we're on the wrong car again. But these two are going to be side by side. Coming into the S's, who's going to be braver on the brakes? Both drivers able to get two through there. That's maybe the first time I've ever seen that done. Not sure if there was contact there. There might have been. But I feel like a little bit of contact considering the way what part of the track they just went side by side through. It's going to be all right. So that's position gain for Robert. Does look like Rodriguez is able to get it done as well. All right, that is a GT4 following Devin Anthony. Not much to see there. And we're kind of at that point in the pit window where strategies have really started to diverge. It's going to be another couple laps before they start to come back together. Chad McLean running P3. Let's give him some screen time while he's doing it as he tries to make a move on Richard in the blue flagged GT4 car and does so cleanly. Well done. No livery, Chad? Phil still has yet to pit. Might be thinking about it now with some traffic, but should still be able to go the distance. Ooh, really close with that GT4 there. Oh, thought we were having a move there, but they're pulling into the pits. All right, this is Jennings and Dodger. So both these cars have pit. So this is a straight fight between these two. And Dodger, I want to say qualified P3 or P5. He was right there right there by Jennings in the standings for sure. So this shouldn't be a easy fight for either of them. Dodger, again, I got to say, I love your livery. Oh, but Jennings sneaks the move there. Did not even expect it to be done. Great job on the brakes there. Let's get that a replay. Watch it from the aerial view. Jennings is coming and close, but it's Dodger never shut the door, never even tried to move over. Maybe he was never intending to fight that very hard. But great move there from Jennings to gain the position. Got some GT4s. Doing a little bit of combat. Zach Schneider and Chase Jones. And both of these drivers have yet to pit. Ooh, this could be a moment there as both drivers get a bad exit, but it looked like Zach was the only one that went into the sand. But Zach looking like he's going to stay ahead before they get to the braking zone. Although Chase is getting a great exit here and might even hit an up and under. Oh, and they're racing into the pit lane. Ooh, that was exciting to see. That was exciting to see. Almost want to stay on these two and see if one of them goes no tires. Oh, and Chase has pit lane advantage. Isn't there a pit lane camera? There is, but it doesn't give me the whole thing. All right. I think Zach did have a 5-second penalty as well. But Zach is away. And there he is. There's the Mercedes. So the Mercedes must have had a penalty. I knew one of them had a penalty. So we're gonna have to wait and see if Chase can catch back up to Zach. We do have a battle for, is this third place? Oh, what is going on? What have I just witnessed? Oh my gosh, and here comes Jennings. Trying to find a way through. I am not sure what that was from the Ferrari driver. All right, but pit strategies are starting to come back together, and we're getting back to the good stuff, guys. Let's check up on, oh, so Cryo has pit. Where is he? He's in P2 though right now. He's in P2. P3 is Moleda. 5 seconds adrift. There is 9 minutes left in the pin window. All right. Battle for 21st right now between Menendez and Casabun. And as I recall, Casabun is in the Camaro. So this is for P2 in class. The battle between these two with Zach Schneider. Almost 7 seconds up the road now. As we see the McLaren go to the outside, gets ahead. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there. It's as they were. I'm not sure what the stewards will say about that contact. Not a lot of great overtaking opportunities on this track. Very high speed. You can see Devin Anthony giving him the flashers in the background. Gotta imagine the GT4s are now down a lap or two and getting actually blue flags. They do have to give it up. I don't know why I'm so tired. Oh, and Devin Anthony gets aggressive and... Oh no, that's going to be a harsh penalty. I feel like we had a bad camera angle, so we're going to replay that from the aerial view. But you can understand the frustration. You're stuck behind GT4s. They're much slower. Just let me by. But these two are battling for podiums. Okay, so he should be good there. He got greedy almost. I don't know if he goes for that. That's 100% on him, though. And terrible for Casabun in the Camaro. Not good for your boy, Hack Dog. Not good. Any thoughts? So we see Chad in P8 trying to overtake Romero for P7. Chad was as high as like P almost 5, I want to say. I think I just saw him even giving him the flashers. Maybe it's a blinker. It's a blinker. Good to see Romero's not fighting that too much. Lets Chad through. Chad into P7. 11 seconds adrift of P6. Here we go. We've got Ryan Shanley and Wyatt Viator This is for P1 in class. As Carvalho still has to pit. He's in P1 right now. Oh, he's not in a GT4 either. No, he's in a rookie though. A GT3 rookies, just like these guys. Yeah, and they're coming into some traffic now, which always adds some spice into the mix. Shanley is able to clear him no problem, and it looks like something happened to Viator, so Viator is kind of out of it right now. No, that's Viator in the Ferrari. I think that was a blue flag. Mercedes. My apologies. Is that the correct? Yeah, that's the correct positioning. So Kyle White getting through, putting Devin Anthony under pressure. Devin Anthony gets a drive-through penalty, probably for that collision, but could also be for track limits just as easily. I imagine he's going to come into the pits and serve that right now, and he does. Oh, and he has a collision in the pits. Oh no, Devin's day is going from bad to worse. We have on board with Romero as he tries to clear Richard Harknett in the GT4. I hate TV1. There we go. TV2 is much better. Shane Sullivan in the BMW battling with Cortez for P18 right now. Cortez looks like he might be giving him a bid, but that BMW is fast in a straight line. But Cortez is definitely coming. He's not coming collect though. Cortez really bringing the speed through there. A little uneasy on the curb. He could have, man, I think if he doesn't hit that curb there, he could get on the throttle and definitely take that position there. We'll see. The McLaren should be better through this next sector than the BMW. Well, there are some straights for the BMW to pull ahead, but the BMW goes off track. And that's going to put Cortez through. Check up with the leader. Moleda has caught back up to Cryo. He's 1.5 seconds adrift. He has him in his sights. Cryo needs to hang on for another 12 minutes to bring this home. Might be having some battle back here in GT4 land. Yep. So this is Menendez. Chase Jones is caught back up. No, it's Schneider he was originally battling with. We're still a good ways up the road, I believe. Ooh, Chase will be licking his lips as he sees those wheels dip into the sand. And who do we have here? Is that Kyle White? That is Kyle White and the BMW behind them. So he's going to be looking to make an overtake. It's going to add a kink in the plans for these two as they do their battle. Looks like he's going to beat them to the apex and kind of get it done, no problem. Hopefully he doesn't get away in the way of Menendez's exit. He does not. But Chase is coming. 1-800-CALLATT. He is all over the back of the bumper here. As he pulls off to the inside, can he get some tires in there and take the space? Oh, he was given the space, maybe a little too eager on the brakes, but nonetheless, he's going to take the opportunity And we've got some GT3s coming through the mix. Gargle some water, trying to find a line as he's battling with, I'm not sure who that is, on track. Where is he? There's Tim. Rodriguez. Exciting little shot there. Two moves happening in the same scene. All right, where is our next fight gonna be? We've got P24 and P25 looking pretty close to each other. Oh, not after that corner. Not after that corner. P1 and 2. It's going to be here for the next 10 minutes as they come into traffic. Oh, and Cryo. His heart must be in his mouth right now. Because you hear both drivers get on the throttle. Cryo needs to stay in front of this Porsche. Coming to the second chicane here. Oh, and Cryo giving up a look at the inside, but not enough to send it. Some great defense there from Phil. Let's hop on board here. That's the wrong one. And let me just turn the volume down so it's not super loud for you guys. Here's what it looks like from Michael's point of view, chasing Phil for the lead of the race in the closing stages as they come into the Parabolica. Wow, so really closing it up on the brakes there. Now he's in the slipstream, so he should gain some time. Gain some time. Cryo pulls to the side to try and break the toe and get to the optimal track position for the chicane coming in. Michael's gonna feint to the inside, but shouldn't be close enough to make it happen. Oh my goodness. A little bit of contact as Cryo gets a little bump from a curb. I don't know. That's a weird spot to get a bump, but we saw his car get unsettled there. Ooh, baby. Let's get that one back from this view. Michael with an absolute send from nearly 2 car lengths back, able to get the car stopped as well. And does a great job on the exit of the chicane there to really bring it back. Nah, I don't know. Cryo might get something for that. We'll wait and see what the stewards say. Let's see what else is happening on track. He might be having a battle for P12. Yep. So Tim is chasing Kyle White around a back marker. But that's really all we got aside from this. But this is for the lead of the race. This is for all the marbles, as they say. And coming into a lot of traffic could play a huge factor here. This Cryo now has to navigate through the GT4s and some blue flag GT3s. Looks like both of these drivers Able to navigate past that first one. Coming up on Dean Solomon now. If Cryo can get ahead of him before this corner, that's going to be huge. Michael's going to send it, try and stay with him, and he does. And Cryo can't go any further. Oh, as both of them get a bad exit there. Really pushing their rears to the limit. Ooh, and Michael Moletta's rears in trouble. 3 corners in a row. He's getting a little squirrely on the exits. Let me see if I can find this in the background there. Dean Solomon and Juan Diaz battling it out. Dean's got the inside line as they come into here. But Juan is ahead. And Juan shuts the door on him. And here's Michael trying to find a way around Devin Anthony. They navigate those back markers. No real loss or gain. Like maybe Michael gave the flashers to Phil there. Levi Jennings picks up a 15-second penalty, and Michael is into the pits. Michael is into the pits, you guys. What could have happened, I wonder? We're going to go back and watch. Did something happen in those 10 seconds I had panned away? Here's when Cryo got around. Here's Michael. That's another GT3, so he's not going to have the pace advantage, but he's blue flagged, so he should be getting out of the way for Michael. I wonder if Michael's ran out of fuel. That must have been it. It's the only thing I can think of. Where did he come out? It says P6 on there, but I don't see him on here. Oh, here he is. P10 is where he came out. Got it. So unfortunate for Michael. I've been there. Had a race win slip from my fingers like that as well. Chad McLean up to P5. Let's go, Chad. Let's go. Levi Jennings with a 15-second penalty. That's going to have huge ramifications on the championship, as Levi is currently in P2 with Cryo in P3. But that 15-second penalty is going to plummet Levi down the order. And we've got a minute and a half left, you guys. Who else is going to be making bids? Further back, we've got a battle for the final step on the podium between Ice Tin and Dodger. This looks like the only thing we've got going on at this point right now. There's a close battle for 9th to keep our eyes on, but it's not quite there yet. Oh, and that's Moleda moving back through the field. So this one for the final step of the podium is going to be the new grab. Oh, and Dodger makes it through, but Ice Tin does not. And that very well may have just decided who finishes on that final step. Levi Jennings. Oh, no, never mind. That's his gap to Cryo. Chad, if you can stay there, you'll be able to get Levi and his penalty and move up to P4. Who knows? You might even inherit a podium if these two take each other out somehow. Looks like those GT4s won't be a factor, but we do have a lot of traffic in this sector as we watch Dodger fly through them. Ice 10 too far behind, you got to think, to make a bid now. But you've got Cortez in front of Dodger, could slow him up. Just looking at my map here, make sure there's nothing else going on. No, it's just right here. I mean, and this is it. So here's Phil. We'll watch him bring things home. Oh, wait. Got Moleda making a move here on Drew Jensen, which will actually, in turn, give us a battle in this final lap between Drew and Rodriguez behind him. But we've got to stick with Cryo as he comes through the Parabolica. Looking to claim the highest step on the podium here for round 2 in Monza. And you can see him celebrating. Well done, Phil. P1. Let's get it. Levi Jennings is going to cross the line in P2, but he has a 15-second penalty. Dodger's going to cross the line in P3. And P4 is going to be Ice Tin. Here comes Chad firing up behind in P5 with the flashers. Way to go, Chad. So, way to go, bud. Way to go. Crossing the line in P27 is going to be Dean Solomon. Romero is going to bring it home in P6. I think that's first in class as well. Chanley, first in his class, bringing it home in P7. P8 is going to be Viator, which is P2 in his class. P9, Moleda, after assumedly running out of gas during that fight for P1. Rodriguez and Drew Jensen coming across 10 and 11. 28 is going to be Melo. 13 goes to Tim. Gargle some water. I need to do that. I got a sore throat, man. Carballo is going to bring it home in P14. P29 goes to Robbie, sort of Asian in that awesome Bumblebee Alpine. Robert Logan, P15. Pretty good recovery drive considering he fell to the back of the grid on lap 1 or 2. Richard Harknett gonna be coming home in P30 with Zach Schneider in P20. And that will conclude tonight's festivities, you guys. As always, I'm Nate Starts from Pitch Schreiber. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Thank you, of course, to the drivers for giving us some exciting action to watch. And thank you to the stewards for pretty much making this all possible. In my opinion, they're the best part about the racing. They're league racing for sure. If anybody's thinking about joining, liking what they see, check out our SimGrid page. It'll have the link to our Discord and all the information necessary. And be sure to stop by on Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern time, to catch our GT Europe series. And then I will catch you guys next week. You guys stay safe and have fun.